Welcome to another installment of Views from the City. I'm your host, Busy J, and I want to make this real quick. I'm watching the NBA playoffs, and what a Game 7 battle we saw last night with the Utah Jazz and the Denver Nuggets. I'm watching Jamal Murray do his thing, but I want to talk about Donovan Mitchell real quick. Donovan Mitchell is a baller. And he's from the tri-state area. And every time I see his game evolve and he's doing better things than he was, as the seasons progress from last season to this season and, in the bubble as well, all I keep thinking to myself is, what the hell was Phil Jackson thinking? Taking Frank and Nicotine at number 8 and having when Donovan Mitchell was on the board. A tri-state area kid, and you had all the resource to check him out, but you picked somebody from Europe, someone from France that you wasn't getting on no plane to go check out. You were sending your scouts out. And word on the street is it was Donovan Mitchell's workout that you was sleeping on. Phil, you're a great coach, but as a president and GM, you are atrocious. And this is why the Knicks are in the situation they are. And I'm not just talking about the Knicks. I'm talking about a lot of these teams in the NBA. They don't invest in player development. And you can see what Denver and Utah are both doing, where they're letting these young guys become stars in front of our eyes, blossom and cook on center stage. I thought Game 7 last night was an eye-opener as well as an arrival, where you see Donovan and Jamal Murray show to the league that, hey, we got next. And that's what you want to see from your young stars. You want to see them get that fight in them, that want to prove that they belong in the big stage. I do think R.J. Barrett has that in him. Unfortunately, his rookie season was cut short, and the Knicks didn't qualify for the bubble. I'm hoping somewhere the Canadian Mamba was watching that, and he's thinking to himself, I got next. I'm going to make the Mecca my kingdom going forward. So we'll see what the Knicks do. But yeah, I just want to talk real quick about Donovan Mitchell. That man can ball. Jamal Murray, kudos to you. We got another Game 7 coming up with Oklahoma City and the Houston Rockets. If Houston loses this game, child, you're going to have to change your new coach. I think D'Antoni's system was flawed from the beginning. You ain't playing no bigs. So, yeah, that wasn't going to work. But how about that? The Rockets got rid of Chris Paul thinking he was done. And arguably, Chris Paul has proved that he's the best leader in the NBA. He's not only a client, he's the player president as well. So he's showing you he's a leader out there. So that's something, if Houston loses this game, it's going to haunt them. So we'll see what happens. Other playoff action, Boston's up 2-0 against Toronto. Toronto, the defending champs, are on the ropes right now. We'll see what happens with that. The Bucks against Miami, they're down 0-1. I think Miami is a very scary team. Actually, I have a prediction for y'all. Giannis reminds me, the current MVP, he reminds me of Kevin Durant. In the terms where Kevin Durant's playing against his new team going down the line. I think Giannis is going to be a Heat this time next year. Definitely after, I think if Miami wins the series, even if they don't win the series, I don't see the Bucks making it to the finals, let alone winning anything in the Eastern Conference this year. If that happens, Giannis is going to be looking around like, maybe I might need to move. Maybe I need to find a winning team, a winning culture, winning tradition. That's Miami Heat. As a diehard Knicks fan growing up, I resented the Heat. But look at everything that they have accomplished after Pat Riley has left New York. Everything after Pat Riley left New York because he wanted to be the man to buy the groceries and cook the dinner, and they didn't want him to do that. So he took himself, he went to South Beach, took his talents down there, became a hell of a president, hell of a coach, hell of a general manager, and has built a winning tradition of toughness and grind and grit. Ever since we were talking about the Lonzo Mourning, Tim Hardaway Heat, even to the Heatles with LeBron, D-Wade, Bosh, they've always had that same mentality. Grind, hard work, play tough defense, and score when there's option. To me, that's what the Heat are missing right now. They're missing a solid guy in the paint. You get in a room with Riley, he's going to sell the shirt off your back. You know what I mean? So Riley's a master negotiator. We saw what happened with LeBron. I think Giannis is poised to go there. So this Heat series is very interesting because you just watch it and you see it's a glaring hole. You see what the Heat misses, and they need something like Giannis, and you see everything that Milwaukee isn't, and that's reliable outside of Giannis. So we'll see what happens. A little quick playoff update. I'll see you guys on the other side.